Hi, I'm Juan Red, and this is Collision Course World History. Today, we're going to be talking about Greece. What's that, Dan? Wrong kind of Greece? Zeus, damn it, Dan. Always gotta make history less fun.
Thespis of Icaria, according to ancient Greek sources, especially Aristotle, was the first person to ever appear on stage as an actor and to step out of the chorus. Thespis' impact was pretty big, as we all know today, because a lot of actors are known as thespians. Greek theater was, and still is, a major influence in their culture, and the way it was emphasized and exaggerated was so big and well known because of the uses of the mask and stilts to emphasize character.
The Greeks can be held responsible for the creation of the concept of democracy. Athens was the first city-state to use direct democracy. Although the Greek execution of democracy was not perfect, it was carried down and is the form of government used today. Countries that use democracy today are Mexico, Germany, India, and America.
Greek philosophers brought a whole new way of thinking into the world. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle were among these influential Greek philosophers. All three of them used rationalism and human thought. These ideas influenced much of Western thought, which can be found in the Renaissance, where they went back to Greek ideas.
It's rolling.
wow, man, is it rolling in the deep? Anyways, if we talk about what philosophy.
Mythology is commonly alluded to today, and some of its literature is still taught today. An example of mythology back then would be Homer's Odyssey, and a modern-day example of mythology would be Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Camera 2 side note, also Homer's Odyssey is taught in 9th grade education. And now for the disclosed envoy. But first, let's check the non-secret compartment. A disclosed letter to Archimedes. Dear Archimedes, we understand how important your scientific discoveries were, but why did you feel the need to celebrate the discovery of water displacement with a cry of excitement and a nice long stroll down the road with nothing on? Like, literally, you had nothing on. You were lacking everything from the waist going down, and what were you doing, man? In other words, where were your pants, hombre? Your cry of eureka was heard 2,000 years later and is now a part of common terminology. Basically, you running down the street naked has influenced the way us humans talk 2 millennia in the future.
Eureka! Eureka! Let's go!
Yours truly, Juan Red.
Some of the great scientists of Greece were Democritus, Pythagoras, and Archimedes. Democritus discovered the atom, which is a concept widely studied and used today. Pythagorean did a lot in the field of mathematics. He also came up with the Pythagorean theorem, which has many uses regarding trigonometry.
Greece was a fabulous place, yes, a fabulous.
Quick, Julian, where were the first modern Olympics held? Wrong! They were held in Athens, Greece. And now to the thinking sphere. The Greeks created the Olympics, and it is a tradition that is still carried on today. During the time of the ancient Greeks, the athletes were nude to show the performance of the human body. They really wanted to show human strength. It was originally a religious festival for Zeus. The Greeks valued a competitive spirit, and wars were stopped when the Olympics were held. It can be seen today as something that unifies the world for a short period of time. Stadiums are very similar to stadiums today. Sports at the time of ancient Greece included track, discus, wrestling, javelin, and the long jump.
Greek architecture is based off of a post and lintel system with columns and a roof. An example of this would be the Parthenon in ancient Greece, or a modern-day example would be the White House in the US. The Greeks also invented the concept of slanted roofs, in which the water would just slide off when it rained instead of staying on the roof.
Greece was a fabulous place, yes, a fabulous place. Did lots of good for the human race. What a fabulous place was Greece. Once upon a time on the Isle of Crete in the Mediterranean, underneath Greece, they used to run at charging bulls and leap. Only Cretans lived in Crete. So